and we decided to show the cultural wealth and the diversity of our continent. But Andújar knows this quality because it has been refused for a variety of cultures. It has been a city where people from different places live together: Roman, Jewish, Muslim, and Christian people. So this cultural heritage has been kept by our ancestors, and nowadays it remains alive in the open nature of the population. It is possible to attend an important event every year. In our cultural calendar you can find plenty of activities which show the treasure of our city. Andujar, Carpaccio Flamenco, Bienal of Painting, and Motor. We want our city to evolve in order to achieve a new sustainable urban profile, which will be based on the growth of a cultural industry, with artistic, touristic, and advertising items, with a sponsor, designer, supplier, and mass media. Andújar and its region will be a tourist destination where the visitor will be able to enjoy our cultural offer. Our candidature is supported by some premise that should be present and must be profiling, and our final decision must be taken according to this consideration. Thirdly, we know that nowadays a lot of European people are suffering the consequence of a serious crisis. So we think that if we use the infrastructures and place that we have got, and we only introduce some improvements, we will be able to save money. We would act as less as possible to Europe. Solidarity will be one of our values. And in this way, we will follow the educative principles of our school SAFA. That means our activities and events will be organized with the main idea of helping people to find an employment as builders, designers, painters, actors, etc. in our beautiful cultural city. Secondly, we should pay attention to the architectural barrier removal program that Spain, our country, has got, which is one of the best in the world, thanks to a Spanish governmental organization, which have modified the streets and houses for people with disabilities, who could participate in all the activities in our city. Finally, the last premise would be the idea of conserve and care for the environment, sustainability, ecology, and renewable energy sources. Anyway, Andújar could become an employment factory for a year because of the celebration of this important event. I want to show you that this is our logo and this is our bed. Iberian leaf that is very typical here in Andújar. Firstly, we are going to talk about what we have got, and later we are going to explain the activities that we suggest. I want to tell you something about the history and the situation of Andújar. The city of Andújar has got about 35,000 inhabitants, and it is situated right at the foot of the famous Sierra Morena mountain range in the south of Spain, in Andalusia. Andújar is connected by bus and by railway with a lot of cities. We have got a bus station and a train station too. The nearest airports to Andújar are Granada, Seville, and Málaga. Roman and Arab left their mark as in the red of Andalusia. The French troops occupied the city in 1880. Andújar was also the place of a bloody battle that took place in 1937 in the sanctuary of La Virgen de la Cabeza during the Spanish Civil War.
Now we are going to talk about public space, resource and new infrastructures for culture. The Cypress Park. This is an environment park in outskirts of Andújar.
The woodring can be used for celebrating some show and all kinds of activities.
We have got some sport centers where people can practice a lot of sports.
In Andújar there are 3 important libraries. The most important one is the House of the Culture.
Here in Andújar there are 3 swimming pools, one indoor pool, a municipal swimming pool, and another one in a restaurant called Mafema.
The third pavilion. We have a pavilion where we want to do a place for young people.
The principal theater where a lot of plays and performances are represented all the year. We have got some local groups of theater, as Dionysius.
We can use the infrastructures of our school SAFA because we have got a very big pavilion with a theatre for 400 people and a sports center. Here we do solidarity concerts and performances. We can use these places for doing activities if Andújar is the European capital of culture.
Andújar has got a lot of green parks where people go to relax, to do exercise, and go for a walk.
The Open Commercial Center. In the city center, there are a lot of shops, banks, cafes, pubs, etc. So our council decided to create an open commercial center. So you can find a lot of pedestrian street where the visitor can buy, walk and meet people.
Andújar has got an important food market, but if you want to find clothes, food, shoes, etc., you have to visit our big market in the States on Tuesday.
Our cinema is considered as one of the best in the province because it has got a lot of room and the sets are really comfortable. It is situated to some shopping centers like Carrefour or McDonald's.
Andújar has got a lot of places to practice different kinds of sports, so we can see a municipal covered swimming pool, football field of Santa Úrsula, football field of the area Puerta of Madrid, pavilion of Safa School, aqua gym and more gyms, and it is possible to find tennis, paddle and athletic courses.
In Andújar, there are a lot of monuments that represent centuries of history, so the visitor could see Church of Santiago, Church of San Miguel, Church of San Bartolomé, the House of Don Gomez, some museums, like the Museum of Visual Arts Antonio González Uría, the Exhibition Hall Archaeology Sotomayor Teacher, Vintage Car Collection Hermanos del Bar, and here in Andújar there are outside and